Hey now, what is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and you know I had to do spoilers for Spider Man Far From Home. So let's jump right into it. The beginning of the movie, where you saw the tribute, the school tribute to Captain America, Black Widow, Tony Stark. That was, they had that nice comedic touch to it with the Whitney Houston song playing and whatnot. I'm wondering how the hell does the public have pictures like that for like Vision? They even showed Vision saying R.I.P. to him. Although I guess if you're in that world and these people do exist, there would be some sort of paparazzi photos. It seemed like some of those pictures took place in scenes and situations where you know that there weren't really people around. Anyways, semantics. I like seeing Peter have this arc at the beginning of the movie where he actually doesn't really want to be Spider-Man. And it's not like they're redoing the Spider-Man No More thing from Spider-Man 2 and from the comic books because we've been there, done that. We do it in a way that makes sense in the context of this Peter Parker and this story and what he just went through after Avengers Endgame. I mean, this is a kid who died essentially and came back and has to deal with that. And so maybe he's not so quick to want to be put into danger once again, to be once again in this situation where he might die. He wants to just live a little. And you see how much he has feelings for MJ. I can't call her Mary Jane because she's just MJ. I like the fact that MJ finds out, or at least she reveals that she already knew. The scene where Peter is about to tell her more so his feelings and give her the little necklace, she says, "Hey, I know," and it's obvious. All of these situations, all of these moments where you disappeared and you ran off, and how weird you are when it comes to Spider-Man. So I like that. It always made me sort of question why in other superhero movies or TV shows how other characters can't figure it out from circumstances. So we finally have a character who put it together, figured it out, and also the explanation for why she is so sarcastic, why she is so much the way that she is with people. I ended up liking Zendaya a lot more. I talked about that already. The sequence where we saw technically Hydro Man, although he was really a hologram and he was one of the elementals. I know some people might be upset about that. That we got a version of Hydro Man that's not really Hydro Man. It's not the character. But I was just glad to see it because who knows if any movie will trust Hydro Man as a villain for a standalone movie ever someday, one day. Maybe if there's a Sinister Six, they'll add him there. But it was cool to get a sequence with somebody that looked like Hydro Man and Peter being caught off guard, not even with his costume. And then the introduction of Mysterio. I really like Mysterio. And even though me, and I'm sure a lot of other comic book fans, people who are in the know that Mysterio was going to be a bad guy, there was something about Jake Gyllenhaal's performance that made me question maybe, maybe he will be good, or maybe this whole multiverse thing. Even though, yeah, I wasn't buying it from the trailers. I thought I like this guy so much. He seems like such a good-hearted person. The way how he was bonding with Peter and having those scenes of giving him advice, I just really like that. And I think Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor is very convincing and likable. So I was wondering, like, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna get to him being a villain? And then it happens. Peter gives him the glasses, Stark's glasses, and then he reveals everything. You see, even I love the fact that there are people in on it, smarter people, scientists, people who helped him with the illusions and the explosions, and they clearly explain how he made all of this work, and even Mysterio's backstory, being connected to Stark, having some involvement with that hologram program that Stark did in Civil War. Like, that was genius to connect Mysterio to that, and his hatred for Stark again makes sense. And also, if some people wonder how did Nick Fury not figure this out, how did he trick Nick Fury? Fury explained that with him too being dusted for 5 years, that he has lost a lot of his contacts. He's not as in the know or aware of what's going on in this world as he once were. So this is the only time that you could probably have somebody outsmart or outtrick Nick Fury and have it be believable. I love the scenes where Mysterio messed with Spider-Man. There's like 2 or 3 sequences where he's using his illusions and he's using his magic in a lot of ways, and it's awesome. These scenes are amazing. They're some of my favorite parts of the movie because once again they did Mysterio right. I know some people out there might say, "Well, this isn't my Mysterio. He's not comic book accurate. He's not the failed actor or the failed stunt man who did." Like, who cares about all of that? They got enough right. They got the character as much as I wanted to be right, and I think Gyllenhaal was a great choice. You bought him as that likable guy that then when he revealed himself as a villain, it worked. His motivation works, and his plan was working, and I think he's a strong villain. Ultimately, I'm gonna put Mysterio up there. Spider-Man does have some great villains, and I think the MCU is taking full advantage of being able to use them. So, guys, that's some spoiler talk here. Let me know in the comments below. What did you think of it? What do you think of Happy possibly, maybe, not really dating Aunt May? I like that ongoing joke, but I also like that they didn't fully commit to them dating because that might be a little weird. Let me know what you think of MJ and Peter being a couple. What should we do for Spider-Man 3 if we ever get there? Will we cross over and connect to Venom in any sort of way? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!